his family for the rest of their lives. And we've made the biggest fight in history. So 128 million people would disagree with you that it wasn't something amazing.
How's Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
I don't know. Like, I get excited when, I don't know why. I get excited when I talk about Canelo like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited. Like, man, I'm going to be able to fight Pacquiao.
Piers Morgan didn't hold back in his interview with Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. He boldly stated that Canelo should be afraid of Crawford, citing Crawford's electric speed, pinpoint precision, and a resume stacked with knockout power and undefeated dominance across multiple weight divisions. According to Morgan, these aren't hype, they're facts. He warned that if Canelo underestimates Crawford's ability to read and dismantle opponents, not even Canelo's legendary chin or ring IQ might save him.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Morgan pushed both fighters to open up about their motivations and preparation. Canelo remained calm and focused, crediting his success to his tireless work ethic and the strength of his team. He admitted Crawford would be a true test, an opponent with elite speed, movement, and defense. Crawford, equally composed, acknowledged Canelo's power and accolades but stood firm in his confidence. He spoke of his ability to control distance, stay calculated, and dismantle opponents methodically. "You're going to sleep," he declared at one point, a chilling reminder that he's coming for a finish.
Did you kill me with your bare hands?
I could. I'll choke you
Look
out.
how quickly you both said yeah.
Wow.
True.
I wouldn't
Wow,
even
you
punch
both went yeah. like you want to right now.
You want me to lie you?
Wow.
No.
Both of you like bang bang yeah, right now.
For sure.
You could, right?
Definitely.
You could kill me with just
Easy.
really?
Yeah.
How would you kill me out of interest?
Just one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Because let me tell you why. Because you don't used to
Getting hit.
here, so.
You've no idea about my fight record.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
I grew up with two brothers. Trust me.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
You going to sleep. He said I'm 60. You going to sleep.
I've sparred with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, spar.
There's a video.
We talk about bare knuckles, you're going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Look at the relish you both say that.
As the conversation deepened, Morgan probed into fears and vulnerabilities. He even suggested Canelo could be the underdog. While Alvarez remained stoic, Crawford leaned into psychological warfare, hinting that there's far more to his game than fans have seen. The mental tension became just as gripping as the physical stakes.
Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter. And our intentions is going to be pure, but at the same time, it's not going to be friendly. So I think you can be, cordial in building a fight up.
I mean, I'm impressed that you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Professionals, we've been doing this.
No, I get it, but I also know there's a reality.
When asked to estimate their odds, Crawford confidently gave himself a 70% chance of winning, showing belief without arrogance. Canelo countered, saying that even a small chance can be enough, highlighting his championship mindset. This moment revealed a psychological chess match between two elite competitors whose legacies and the sport's balance of power are on the line.
And deteriorate, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, you know, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
You know, I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev
We have to
was
respect
older.
the power of Canelo.
He does.
Billy
He
Joe.
does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Crawford downplayed the narrative of a size disadvantage, pointing out that he and Canelo were both 5 feet 8 inches, and that he actually has the longer reach. He's a heavy dude, Crawford said, but he's not a big guy. While Canelo has competed as high as light heavyweight, Crawford emphasized that the difference lies in weight classes, not physical stature.
The Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have. And to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
Canelo, initially dismissive of a bout with Crawford, later expressed openness if it made sense financially and legacy-wise. As a 4-division world champion and the reigning undisputed super middleweight king, Canelo's resume is one of the most decorated in boxing. Known for his power, defense, and adaptability, he remains a top force in the sport.
You fought Floyd Mayweather at what? Were you 23?
23.
That's so young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I tried to beat him because if you beat him, you wanna be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience. He's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
think? I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws.
However, boxing legend Juan Manuel Marquez expressed skepticism about the matchup, saying Crawford looked sluggish and lacked pop when he fought Israel Madrimov at 154 pounds. Marquez warned that jumping to 168 could prove too much. "I don't like the fight," he said. "He looked slow. No power. 2 more divisions? Tough fight for Crawford." He emphasized that weight classes exist for a reason.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what's I mean? You know?
Right. Weight classes.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimo.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And three more divisions. Two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
At the New York press conference, Crawford showed no fear. When Canelo floated the idea of a smaller ring, Crawford clapped back, the only running I'm doing is upside his head. He even took a jab at Canelo's large head. I'm hunting everything he's got, he vowed. It wasn't just trash talk, it was the mindset of a man dialed in mentally and physically, determined to make a statement that resonates across the sport. Canelo, with a record of February 2nd, 63 and 39 knockouts, has conquered 4 divisions: junior middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight. He became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in 2021 after defeating Caleb Plant.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. The power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
Now 34 years old and still elite, Canelo's recent unanimous decision win over William Skull in May 2025 reaffirmed his standing at the top. Yet even as rising stars challenge his throne, his experience and skill set continue to separate him from the pack. Trainer Bill Haney added his voice to those backing Crawford, showing full support for the American star. For a respected figure so deeply embedded in boxing to side with Crawford speaks volumes.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split at the seams. You got to pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent, another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants, pick one.
Edgar Berlanga also weighed in, saying that in boxing, anything can happen. He praised Crawford's intelligence, adaptability, and legacy, calling him a true legend. Berlanga noted that Canelo's only real advantage is his natural size. He's the bigger fighter, Berlanga admitted, but Crawford's fundamentals give him the edge.
My good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Berlanga emphasized that size doesn't determine outcomes. While Canelo was an experienced, elite fighter, Crawford's superior movement, ring IQ, and technical skills could give him the upper hand. In Berlanga's view, Crawford is the more complete boxer when it comes to execution and strategy.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr. echoed similar sentiments. He said the fight depends on Canelo's execution. If he fights his fight, he should win. But any lapse in focus could allow Crawford to take over. Jones advised Crawford to fully embrace the weight class to gain the power and durability needed to match Canelo. He called it Canelo's fight to lose, but acknowledged that the momentum could swing fast if Crawford senses weakness.
In September, that's obviously a massive weight discrepancy. What do you think of that fight and the weight discrepancy between it?
Well, the weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
Well, with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring. If Crawford is allowed to control the center, he'll win.
Another last one from myself. Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev rematch. How do you see that one going?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I think it's going to be another great fight, another epic fight. I'm thinking Artur going to be more Artur this time, which it could be good for him or it could be bad for him, because when you go for the kill on B-Ball, it gives B-Ball a chance to hit those counters. But when you don't go for the kill on him, you give him a chance to edge to fight out like I thought he did the first time.
So who takes it, Canelo's polished aggression or Crawford's tactical brilliance? Drop your predictions in the comments.